Hello everyone, and welcome to my den. I'm Kane Lowen, and today we are back with more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. When we last left off, we had done quite a bit. We, opened up the way to... Oh my god, Nightbot, stop that! Too many, exclamation points, I guess. But, Anyway. We had opened up the way to Varudania. We activated the Akala Tech Lab. And we unlocked a couple shrines here as fast travel points. We didn't actually do them, though, because those were toward the end of the stream and I didn't have time. And we did the North Lome Labyrinth. No, you're fine, ma'am. It's cool. Hello. I had a little bit of a revelation today. Or not revelation, but I guess realization? Basically, for those of you who are not aware, I'm part of a project with Armor Break Studios for Has Been Hotel Abridged. I'm gonna wait until after the ad break to do the story, because it's honestly pretty funny in my opinion. Oh, this shrine, I remember this. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. Whoa. All right. Okay, ad break's finishing now. I can continue my story. Oh man. Welcome back. Yeah, I held off on telling the story until the ad break was over. But anyway, so for those of you who may not be aware, I'm part of it. I'm part of Armor Break Studios, which is currently working. We've done a bunch of like Has-Been Hotel and like Amazing Digital Circus stuff, mainly like comic dubs. So like we'll find fan comics and like record dubs of them and stuff. And I was originally, when I joined, Smoley, one of the project directors, or one of like the main directors, approached me because I have the ESP or ESP VTuber tag on my streams, right? Because I speak Spanish, so Español VTuber. And she needed a Spanish speaker to play, of all characters, Vaggie. I'm still not, to this day, I'm not sure if it's Vaggie or Vaggie. I've heard it both ways. But anyway, so she has an AMAB person playing a lesbian because I'm the only Spanish speaker she knew. And, which, I mean, I'm like gender fluid, so it's fine. But, up to that point, I had basically no experience sounding like feminine, sounding female. So it was a new experience for me. And the other day, the other director, Gear Mesher, messaged me, asked like with a little clip of like some of the takes for a couple of my lines. And he was like, I don't speak Spanish. I can't tell what's a good or bad line. So can you listen through this and tell me what you think? I listened through it, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't like any of these. They're like, I hate all of these takes, man. So I re-recorded them. Or rather, no, I asked him. I asked him if it would be okay for me to re-record them. And he said, yeah, sure, of course, no problem. So a couple days go by where I'm like nervous as fuck because I'm afraid it'll just continue to sound bad. And because like I just didn't like the audio in those takes. It was way too deep. It's hard to explain, but it was just way too deep. It was way too, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, the audio quality itself sounded awful, absolutely awful. And like I also just wasn't confident because like these specific lines in particular are like lines of me as Vaggie swearing in Spanish. And I'm not good at swearing in Spanish. I'm barely okay at swearing in English. So like, but I was stammering. I was having trouble like enunciating. It was just not good. It was just not good at all. And so I asked him if I could re-record it, and he said, yeah, that's fine. So finally I re-recorded. I re-recorded some lines. I did like, oh, definitely. One of my VTuber friends, Carabun VT, has actually helped me a number of times. One time on stream with my audio settings. because it gets to me that much. I don't like having bad audio. Like I'm very much a stickler for audio quality. I don't know if I'm quite audiophile levels, but I'm close. Anyway, as I was saying though, so I re-record it, right? And I re-record my lines, and I what's what I'm looking for? God, I'm blanking so hard. I'm sorry. But I didn't mean to do that. I've been playing Pocopia, so I was pressing the run button in Pocopia, if it's not obvious. I re-recorded my lines, and I was able to do in my opinion, it's still not perfect, but definitely better and much more convincing femme voice. And so I recorded a bunch of takes in the femme voice, and I recorded a bunch of takes in a more mask voice. And so I did that. And he said, so I record the lines, I send them to him, and he's like, it sounds great, but now, like, your femme voice sounds really good here. But now there's kind of a disconnect between your femme voice before and your femme voice now, where it sounds like two different, it almost sounds like entirely different people. And I was like, oh god. Also, man, I am bad at this. I've never been good at getting this chest. I don't think I've ever actually gotten this chest before. I don't know what's in it. But yeah, it's like he was like, I mean, yeah, your voice sounds way more feminine now, but like it also means it sounds like different actors, and it'll probably be confusing to people who don't know what's going on. So I am bad at the video game. But anyway. Also, in my defense, I'm also like doing a little bit of a story time thing here instead of actively concentrating. I think I'll go one more attempt for this chest, and if I don't get it, then just screw it. It's probably not anything good anyway. But anyway. So he tells me it sounds like two different people, almost. And it'll probably be confusing to people watching, like, why does the audio just sound like a whole different person? For these specific lines. Because, again, the quality's better, because, like, I figured out a way to do better audio quality. I figured out how to get way better audio quality. Oh, I got it! Yes, okay, Shit, I pressed the button too late. Oh, well, I've got what was in the chest, so I can just redo it real quick now. That's what happens when the run button and the jump button are on opposite sides, or like on opposite ends of the controller from each other. Because the run button, by default, is B, and the jump button is X, which one is on the bottom and one is on the top. So you have to really practice it to get the timing good, to still be running when you jump, or whatever. But anyway. So he told me, like, we'll probably either have to go with the mask lines that you went ahead and recorded anyway, or we'll have to re-record all your lines in the more femme voice. I'll leave the choice up to you. And I'm not sure which one I want to do. Because, like, I mean, I don't have a lot of lines, so I'll probably be okay. But, like, it is still just... It's still just so, like, wild that my femme voice now sounds so different compared to my femme voice back then, that that like it could potentially actually warrant re-recording my lines for that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to put it simply. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just neurotic, I guess. Because, like, the lazy side of me doesn't want to re-record. But the side of me that actually gives two shits about the quality of my work does want to re-record. So that it can sound as good as possible. You know, so it's like, it's one of those things. Okay. Oh man, the door shuts behind us. Well, I do care quite a bit about the project, you know, because like I would like to potentially become like a legit voice actor at some point. And so like the better quality of my work, even my early work, the better. But like but it's like so I'm just sort of wrestling internally with like this dichotomy of like do I want to be to like redo all that work again, or do I want to and I do like I said, I do care about the project. So like I'm just internally struggling with, do I want to like redo all that work that I already did, or do I want to like just leave it as it is and do better next time, you know? Because I feel like there would be legitimately something fun about being able to physically hear the difference between my performance in the pilot and my performance in like later episodes or in later in later comic dubs or whatever, you know what I mean? You know, it's like I have no idea. Let's see. If your goal is voice acting in the future, your advice is redoing it because that's resume fuel. Yeah. I have no idea where Ari is. I've heard from her today, but like barely. So I'm not sure what she's doing. She didn't like let me know ahead of time that she was going to be late or anything. So I don't so I'm not sure where she is. Yay, more arrows. But, like, I feel like a good example would be, like, say, Jason Griffith from Sonic, you know? Where, at the very, like, Jason Griffith started voicing Sonic with, I forget which game it was. I want to say, like... Was it Sonic Heroes? I don't remember which game it was that he started voicing, where he started voicing Sonic, but, like... Whatever that first game was, like, by the time you get to, like, whatever his last game was, honestly, the Sonic voice actors are a weird situation where, like, I feel like Jason Griffith played, or rather, I feel like the current voice actor is, hey, Ari, there you are. I feel like, Roger Craig Smith, the current voice actor, has been voicing Sonic for a lot longer than I initially realized. Because, like, apparently he's been voicing him since, like, Generations or something? Which just does not sound right to me. Like, I hear that, and it just sounds wrong. I don't know, but,
Nice job.
Or actually, no, I think he's been voicing him since Colors. Let me check.
The terminals that control Rudania are noted by the glowing points on your map. To take back Rudania,
Okay.
you'll need to activate all of the terminals. You got this, little guy.
Let me see here. I'm looking up the Sonic voice actors right now. Okay, it looks like the last Sonic. It looks like the last game that Jason Griffith voiced Sonic in was Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. And the last like major Sonic game that he voiced him in was Sonic Unleashed. And let's see, what was his first appearance? Okay, it looks like the first time Jason Griffith voiced Sonic was Sonic Rush. A lot of people, for one reason or another, didn't like Jason Griffith early on as Sonic. They felt like he just didn't fit right. And by the end, yeah, sure, lots of people still didn't like him, but like, I think the majority opinion was by the end that he'd gotten a lot better at the role, and like if you go back and listen to his earlier performances, and then go to like Unleashed or something, there's a very clear difference. And I feel like it might be good to like leave the original more mask audio for that reason, where it would where like it could potentially show like my growth as an actor. I don't know. It's like I'm fighting a battle between just being lazy and like caring about my craft enough to like try to make it the best possible. I don't know.
There are 4 terminals remaining. That's the way.
I feel like I hardly ever get this chest because I forget it's up there. Also, for the more major... Huh? I mean, you're saying slash silly, but that honestly is good advice. Like... you do have a point. It very much could be a good, it could end up being really good for my car. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Thanks for the hug, Zari. Alright. What? Charming Disease JDCD. The fuck? What is that username?
Alright, let's get moving.
For any viewers who don't see it, it was a spam bot, got banned immediately. But yeah, like, but that is so funny. Charming Disease. Okay, looks like I need to do something before this will open. I love how I have like 600 hours or something like that in this game, and the majority of that was like all the way back in 2017 when it came out. I've done a lot of playthroughs of this game.
Lovelies.
Too many, quite frankly. Because I love this game, I really do. Okay, I believe I want to go up here. This is not my favorite, This is not my favorite, Divine Beast. Probably not even in the top 10 or anything. And there's only 4 of them. Whoa. I couldn't save myself. I was just gonna let myself fall. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a chest over there. I don't know if I've ever seen this chest before or gotten it. God, imagine being somewhere so hot that, like, just the air around you is on fire. Like, holy shit. Like, it's a wonder that just having 2 pieces out of 3 of the Flamebreaker armor makes you immune to fire. Because, fuck, man. Or, well, no, it doesn't make you immune. It makes you, like, highly resistant to fire. Fire immunity comes from all 3 pieces if you upgrade them to, like, level 2 or whatever. And I believe that's all the enemies. Okay. I think I need to bring a blue flame up here. Okay. What are you making, Ari? Sorry, I'm a little... This Divine Beast in particular, because of how limited the movements are, like, just... I feel like I need to extra lock in on this one. There we go. Why do I hear... I didn't even notice this chest here. There we go. Like, only the most subtle movements imaginable. Funny. A knight's bow, but I'm all full up on bows. Alright. Well, at least now I know what that is. I don't think I'm that cracked at this game, but I do love this game too.
There are 2 terminals remaining.
I have gotten to the point in Master Mode where I was where I would like casually go and fight gold Lionels, just for their weapons. How do I open this thing again? Right, I shoot an arrow through there. Okay. Okay, and this one's weird. Whoa. Why do you have Korok leaves if you don't need them? Outside of like a scant few fringe situations, Korok seeds or Korok leaves are spectacularly useless.
Just one terminal remaining. Just one more.
I refuse to believe you can beat the Guardians with leaves. You can show me video proof of that, and I'm not believing it for a goddamn second. Like, no. I reject that. Okay. And I would probably enjoy sailing the open sea more if there was anything to find. But like, there's just nothing there. Alright. I mean, I guess, but, boating on a lake is fun. I've done that a few times.
Nice. That was the last
Not like
terminal.
recently or anything, but
Now go ahead
it's fun.
and start up the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. You're gonna need to make your way over to that. Stay focused, little guy.
For me, it depends on the game. Like, I love, I like the, it's kind of limited, but I like the sailing in Sly 3. Which, until, like, Assassin's Creed 4 was the most in-depth, like, naval ship gameplay ever. Of all fucking things, Sly 3 did it. What? What? And then like I loved Assassin's Creed 4. You know, but then you get to something like Wind Waker, and I've tried so many times, and for the life of me, I cannot get into Wind Waker. I've lost count of how many times I've tried to play that game, and I just fucking can't do it. I don't know why. Yeah, but 10 trillion times 0 is still 0.
Watch yourself now. That ugly pain in the crag is Danny's handiwork.
Pain in the
They
crag.
never
Ugh.
missed me 100 years ago. Good luck, little guy. Go get him. Watch out for that sword. I knew you had it in you.
Okay. Yeah, no, this, honestly, I remember having more trouble with, Varudanya in the past. But This boss is probably the easiest in the game. Legit. Hi. Literally, I think that was less than a minute. I'm like 90% sure that was less than a minute, and like, that's it. It's done. The end. Yeah, literally, legit, I think the ad break lasted longer than the fight did.
Drink up, lovelies.
Welcome back.
Great work, little guy. I owe you big for this. Because of you, my spirit is finally free. Can't thank you enough. I feel like I should apologize. I was doing all I could to protect Hyrule when that thing got the best of me. Sorry that me resting with the rubble caused such a mess. The good news is, Rudania is now back under our control. That means that our century-old Ganon beatdown plan can finally go into effect. I'm gonna take this down the mountain. I'll have a better shot at Ganon there. And
Okay,
then,
no worries,
once
Ben.
you've made your
Good
way
luck.
into Hyrule Castle, we're gonna light that thing up. I want to give you something. It's a special power of mine called Daruk's Protection. It's no good to me now that I'm a spirit, but it might be useful for you. Here it comes!
I don't like that most of the music in this game is just atmospheric or whatever, but like the music that there is so good. Like there's not a lot of music, but the music that's there is like has some fucking soul to it. Holy shit.
From this moment forth, the power of protection
See ya.
from the depths of my soul now lives inside you. Good luck, little guy. And give my regards to the princess.
Oh, and I forget if this track has a name, but I love this track. You only hear it like 4 times in the game.
Well, that ought to do it. We're set here. Now we just gotta wait for the perfect shot. Once Link is in the castle, Rudania will unleash an epic blast. Ganon won't know what hit him. Hyrule looks pretty good from up here, even after 100 years. The old rolling grounds sure are a sight for sore eyes. I wonder how the
What are you up to, Ari?
fared after the great calamity.
Oh yeah, you said you're making dinner.
I sure hope everyone down there is still going strong after every... Huh? Hey, look at that. Still going strong indeed. Ha!
God, I don't know what kind of like, for those of you, I actually don't think I mentioned it in stream today. So like, but I have talked about it in like Discord and stuff. I got my hair dyed today, and I don't know what kind of like shampoo or dye or conditioner or whatever my hairstylist uses, but like, it always leaves my hair smelling so freaking good. Like my hair smells like berries or some shit right now, and it smells amazing. Daruk's protection. So now, anytime, well, while it's charged up, anytime you hold down ZL like this, it brings up this omnidirectional shield.
Huh?
Hey, brother! Thanks so much for appeasing Rudania, Goro. I don't exactly know what you were doing in Rudania, but, well, it seems to have calmed down, Goro. You know, while I was up there, I could have sworn I saw Lord Daruk standing on top of Rudania. I wonder, was that his ghost? I don't know how to explain it, but somehow I feel a lot braver now, Goro.
Huh?
Oh, that's right! I talked to Boss about you, and he said to bring you to him. An order to the boss can't be refused. Move it, Goro. I feel like if there's any game that would have that we could have had a lot of fun with, like the Majora's masks, it was probably this one, or at least a game like this. Like I would have loved to be able to turn into a Goron, and like just roll around on the like all over the map or something like fuck horses, fuck the motorcycle, just give me the, just let me turn into a Goron and roll. If I'm not mistaken, this guy's name might be a reference to Popeye, where I guess you could say like Popeye's rival, I believe, was named Bluto. Well, it depends. I think he has a couple names, depending on like just a production or something. Because I believe his name, I think like the comics or something, his name is Brutus. And in the cartoon, his name is Bluto. Or maybe it's the other way around. I'm not sure. Okay. And I don't have... Oh, I could just get rid of this torch, actually. Okay. So the champion weapons are the whatever this thing is, the boulder breaker, Not to be confused with the Cobble Crusher, or whatever I had before. I can never remember what, I can never remember what is her name? Urbosa's weapon was, but it's like a scimitar. And, Mipha's weapon was the light scale trident. You can get all of them. And they're good weapons, but honestly, in my opinion, it's not super worth it to actually use them. Especially because, like, they do eventually still break. And like, you can get them back. But it's, really expensive to do that, so... Like, if you don't want to go through the trouble, just like, buy the, thingies, buy, like, the... What's it called? Buy, like, the displays for your house and just display them, and that's it. Just leave it at that. Because, yeah, like... It's just really not worth it to actually use these things, in my opinion. I believe there's a shrine at some point that requires me to have luminous stones. So that's why I'm grabbing those now. There's a couple of shrines around here that I could also go and get, but I don't remember exactly where they are, and I just really don't feel like doing that. I also haven't decided if I'm going to do all the shrines. I'm not doing the, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to fucking do the, Master Sword trials. It's not worth it. I've never even been able to finish that on the normal mode. I'm not even getting close on Master mode. Fuck that. Fuck that so much. What's up, Ari? There's a couple things I could go grab at Hyrule Castle now. I mean, I've been able to grab them this whole time, but I feel a hell of a lot more confident doing it now. So I'm not sure if I should or not. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I remember you have to figure out early and like and make sure to remember it is you have to figure out that that's a thing early, and you have to make sure to remember it for the rest of the game, because those like floating platforms are like your main way of getting weapons and stuff in Master Mode. Especially early on, when enemies barely drop any. Well, it's not that enemies barely drop any, it's that, like, early on you have barely any access to any, and, like, if you're the type who likes to use, if you're the type who likes to beat up enemies with, if you're the type that likes to beat up enemies with just, like, sticks or something early on in the game to get their weapons, you can't really do that. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these things are normally in groups of 3, but where's the third one? Oh, I found it. Somebody got ban happy. By the way, if an enemy hits the Daruk's protection shield, it always counts as a parry. Every time. The Knight's armor never gets a set bonus. Even if you upgrade it, like, it just never gets anything. It's purely just raw defense. Which isn't a bad thing, but I don't know, this feels kind of underwhelming.
Drink up, lovelies.
Okay.
It is my pleasure.
Alright. Let me just fast travel out of here. Okay. At break. Okay. Oh, and Ari, in case you're wondering, Sliv said he had to do his, like, radio whatever thing today. So he'll probably be tuning in whenever that's done. Okay. I think I hear one of those, like, balloon things, but I don't see it. That breaks over. Let me check something. Okay. Bro, I genuinely, like, can't tell if the game's running any more smoothly or if it's exactly the same and my, mine's just playing tricks. Okay. God damn it. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh shit, okay. Shit, okay. Yeah, these things destroy shields instantly. Like, unless you can parry it, your shield's breaking. With only one exception, which I would like to get. Ah, shit, okay. That one was delayed for some reason. Ugh. Damn it. They move just... The Master Sword does do, like, a ton of damage to them and cuts off, like, their legs and stuff. So, like, that is an option, but they move so fast. It's, like, really annoying. Oh, I'm all the way back here. Did not mean to do that. Rauru Settlement Ruins.
Oh? Huh.
There we go. I believe you can save scum somewhat in this game. Okay. Okay. Hmm. What do I do with this? Oh, I think I got it. There we go. Okay. These things are weirdly quiet for how big they are. See, the difference is, Ari, like, you choose to be quiet. Oh, oh God. Okay. Okay, somehow cutting off a couple of their legs makes them weaker. Or something.
It is my pleasure.
My God. Fucking stop. Oh my God. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Go ahead and keep booing. I'm still right. And you know it. Boop. Boop. Oh yeah, the cutscene that plays when you get close enough. It's always so interesting when you see a cutscene that could not more clearly be friggin' like trailer bait or something. Not that that's a bad thing though. But it's like that's a scene that you know was put in the game just to be in trailers. And like this this rendition of like the Hyrule Castle theme, I love it so much.
Drink up, lovelies.
God, I love this track so much. Okay. There's a few shrines out here somewhere to... that really mostly just exist to be fast travel points. Just trying to remember where one of them is. I love how it only bothers to open its eye when you're close enough to it. Okay. Man, I must be having a lot of fun because it feels like these ad breaks are like it feels like there's barely any time between them, and it's supposed to be like 20 minutes or so between. Because I haven't touched the frequency of the ad breaks at all, by the way, in case you were wondering. Like, that's just how it is by default, and yeah. Shit. I think this might be the same one that killed me earlier. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay. I'd really rather not use these, like, really rare and useful ingredients, but, like... But, like, sometimes push comes to shove. Ugh, I hate these things. I was really glad when not only did Tears of the Kingdom not have them, it didn't have any kind of equivalent either. Fuck you. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, and you can just, if you can, like, destroy their legs and stuff, you can get a lot of extra materials out of them. So that's a thing you can do. There should be a shrine here somewhere. By the way, there is something to reduce the cooldown time on, like, abilities or whatever. But there isn't anything in the game that lets you increase their, or, like, it's like... There isn't anything in the game to let you, you know, charge them up faster or something. Ease? What about ease? Also, these ones here are a specific, like, type of guardian that's more rare. That's already, like, there's like the derelict ones that just are rooted to the spot. They don't move at all. There's, of course, the flying ones. There's the there's the big, full-functioning walking ones. And then there's, like, these ones that are not super common, but they're basically, like... They're not super common, and the difference with them is that they are, like, partially destroyed, but not fully. So they do still have, like, 2 or 3 legs that work, typically. And, like... You can somewhat reliably expect them to, like... They can't move as fast because they... You know, their stuff doesn't work as much. Alright. But Ari, why did you mention Ys? Like, is there an Ys 11 already on its way out or something? Did I say oh hey? I don't remember that. No, the funny thing is there's an RPG series called Ys. It's spelled exactly like that, YS. Not super sure why, but it is. So like, so for a second I thought you might have been referring to that. Like maybe your subscription ran out and you got an ad for like an Ys game or something. There we go. Oh shit, Blood Moon. Which means the Guardians I just killed are respawning. I guess not that one because because I was literally standing in its spot, but okay. Oh my god, okay. So I'm not sure there's anything worse than going out of your way meticulously to kill all the enemies and then suddenly they just all respawn right from under you. There we go. Okay. No ads? East might be fun to like possibly play like stream at some point. The only one I've played is 9. I've heard that while there is continuity, it's kind of all over the place, and for the most part, you could just play whichever one. Not unlike Zelda, actually. No, he isn't. Oh my god. There's way too much going on right now. Oh my god. No, they're not. I mean, Link is in Zelda. Link is in Legend of Zelda, but he's not Zelda. Hmm. Oh, I was just thinking about this, actually. This should be, what is this, a modest test of strength? Oh, just a minor one. Okay. Let me just go ahead and heal up before I get my ass kicked. Okay. Just 3 should be fine. And all it has is a spear. I don't even like spears. You know what I wonder? I mean, I know the answer is no. But I have to wonder if Nintendo's ever gonna release like a Zelda CDI collection or anything.
Drink up, lovely.
That would be so funny. It feels like I haven't... I mean, I know that it's not true, but like... Honestly, it feels like barely any time has passed since I started, and it's already almost break time. So I think I'm just gonna do one break tonight. I think I'll go another half hour, and then I'll go, and then I'll do a break, and then I'll continue for the rest of the stream. Because yeah, it's already been almost an hour and a half. It feels like barely any time has passed at all. So yeah, I was gonna say I haven't done much either, but like I did a bunch of shrines already. I did Rudania. Like I've done a decent amount. So it would just be categorically untrue for me to say that. Yeah, fuck off. Oh my god. Jesus. My last save should just be right at the shrine, so it's fine. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Not super sure what the point of that was, but okay. These guardians need to leave me the fuck alone, oh my god. Like, even if I'm not half bad at fighting them, I just don't fucking want to. Like, I'm starting to get the hang of the timing for the, parry for them again. But, like, that doesn't mean I want to do it. Thanks, Ari. I actually have something in the works with Ruka currently being done by I mean, there was a thing that I may have talked about in the past with Sharky, but I also have Astronma working on a new thing with Ruka. Oh my god. Yeah. Another ad break already, jeez.
Neva's brace is ready.
Okay. One thing I actually didn't know for years is that if you have one of these drill shafts, you can just break through walls like that with it. As far as I know, you can't do that with, like, sledgehammers or anything, so I was surprised to learn that that's an option. Oh, and yeah, there's different music for if you're fighting, if you're, like, indoors at Hyrule Castle versus outdoors. I like the outdoor music more, honestly.
Your roof protection is now ready to roll.
There we go. Oh, and because we're considered, like, the Master Sword powers up whenever you're, like, in the vicinity of, like, calamity energy or whatever. And because this place is chock full of it, it's just always powered up here. Do I happen to have any eggs on me? Any bird eggs? No? Okay. Oh, there's a couple over here. Alright. Oh, and this counts as... This is a hot spring. There's just a random hot spring down here, so you could just sit here and heal up if you want. I've noticed that I seem to have fewer problems when I'm like with VTube Studio and, like, you know, streaming and everything when I'm playing something on the capture card. So for one thing, more capture card streams probably, but also more capture card streams first off, but also I'm probably gonna be doing the model when I do capture card streams, and then maybe use the PNG tuber when I do, like, actual PC game streams and stuff. We'll see. We'll see what I do. At least until I can get something working for, like, maybe a dual PC setup. Where one PC can just be the streaming stuff and the other one can be focused on the game. I've been thinking about doing that, but I don't know, it just sounds complicated. Oh, you can do it with, like, a sledgehammer or equivalent weapon. Interesting. Lock up. What the fuck? I think it's glitched. Somebody please clip this. That's funny. Oh. Okay. That used up a couple charges of Daruk's protection, but in my opinion, it was worth it. Okay. Why are you saying no? Like, you don't, like, no, you don't like that it glitched, or no, you don't want to clip it? Okay. That is what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna look around a bit more, see if I can find any extra stuff to prep for it. Not that it'll be hard, but still. Oh, and there's a blizzard rod here. Okay. I know I said I'd wait a little longer to take a break, and I do plan on that, but I just really gotta go real quick, so be right back. Okay, sorry about that.
Drink up, Bubbles.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you. Silly what? Okay. Oh, Royal Guards Claymore. Hmm. The Royal Guard stuff is actually really good. Hey, Sliv. Not sure why your message isn't showing up on my chat, on like my OBS, but oh, there it is. Okay, that was weird. How's your radio, whatever thingy? No. Oh, it's just a regular yellow Zolfos. That's alright. Or, I'm alright. Hmm. Oh, an arrow. I'll take that. Okay. There's a lot to this place. There's actually a lot to this place that is worth exploring now. Even more that'll be worth exploring later, arguably. But, oh, let me, swap back over to this stuff. Yeah, down here is the, I don't know if it's, as far as I know, it's the first Stalnox you're intended to fight. And, oh my god. There we go. Probably could have finished that faster if it didn't keep bouncing just barely too far away. What's the difference between a camera and a sock? A camera takes photos and a sock takes 5 toes. That's terrible. What are you talking about, Ari? I never lied. Test of the Royal Guard. Strike down the giant foe to become recognized as a Knight of the Kingdom. Hylian Shield. A shield passed down through the Hylian royal family along with the legend of the hero who wielded it. Its defensive capabilities and durability outshine all other shields. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean it can't break. It does, however, mean that it's that it has just an unreal amount of durability. I went to a pub once and they had a dartboard on the ceiling. The moment I saw it, I wanted to throw up. That's terrible. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you may notice that this game does have like it has two different versions of this track that play when you're indoors or outdoors in Hyrule Castle area. I prefer the outdoor version, but if you don't want to be dealing with guardians every millionth of a second, you're gonna be hearing the indoor version a lot. Also, you can time a parry properly so that it doesn't use up Daruk's protection charge. But I'm not very good at that. Especially not like in master mode. I swear, I feel like the lasers fly faster in master mode. I've never researched or done like a side-by-side comparison or anything to like verify that, but just going off feel, like I feel like in normal mode I can deflect them almost every time, whereas in master mode it feels like 90% of the time it's just like going so much faster than I can handle. Like, I can barely do it at all in master mode, where I could do it almost effortlessly in normal mode. So I don't know if the laser moves faster or if it's just the fact that it's master mode getting to my head. But what did I lie about, Ari? Yet another ad break. Like, I feel like they're happening a lot more frequently than they're supposed to. And sure, more ads mean more money, but like, come on. Yeah, it's weird, like... Because again, I haven't tweaked it at all. I haven't, like, touched the ad frequency, the ad break frequency or anything. It's just sort of going, and I don't know why. No. Hardy Durian. This fruit's mighty odor has earned it the nickname King of Fruits. It offers immense restorative powers. Dishes cooked with it will temporarily increase your maximum hearts. I've heard durians smell awful and taste worse, so I'm not especially interested in ever actually trying one. Hey, Panda.
It is my pleasure.
Yeah, fuck you. I forget what kind of guardians those are. Those only ever show up here in Hyrule Castle. Never anywhere else, so... Why did Chewbacca only make minimum wage in Star Wars A New Hope? Because it was his Wookiee season. Okay. Hmm? What's wrong? What happened? Okay. It's not me, is it?
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
I know it's a stupid question, but you never know when I might do something dumb. Even though we barely talked today, so I don't see why it would be me. True. Okay. There we go.
Drink up, lovelies.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. Are there any shields in here or anything? Oh, there's a Royal Guard shield. The Royal Guard stuff is really good, honestly. Like probably a lot better than you realistically expect it to be. Okay. Around here somewhere, I believe, is a piece of DLC armor. Okay. There we go. This is a very cramped space to be doing this in. Okay. Royal Guard sword, and I believe if you just... I don't know if you need a specific DLC or if you just need to have like the DLC pass or whatever. You can get this, which is the Royal Guard uniform. The Royal Guard uniform is honestly more like... You could almost argue it's more bragging rights than anything. Like, it's just for looks. And it gives you the same protection as the Knight's armor. But it's worse than the Knight's armor. Because you can't even at least, like... You can't even just, what's what I'm looking for? You can't upgrade it. It's like the Knight armor, but it can't be upgraded at all. So it's purely for looks. And a little bit of protection. So if you're interested in having, like, maybe the tiniest possible amount of protection, like, for your... And mostly just interested in, like, looking cool, that armor's for you. If you actually care about taking some hits, don't wear it. Especially not here, of all places. Like, this is a late game area, you know? Like, you're expected to do a lot of the game before coming here. I guess if you're doing low levels and not upgrading anything, it's fine, but yeah, like, you can't upgrade it. So it's not even like the knight armor, where like it doesn't have any even upgrading it doesn't give it any like special effects, but at least like you just get more protection. Like, no, not even that. It's just nothing. There's no point. Yeah, I don't feel good about saying that, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna fight those guys.
Shiva's grace is ready.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna take a break. A real one this time. So I'll see you all in a few.
Drink up, lovelies.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to be gone that long, just... okay. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? So my hairstylist has the same name as my sister. So in my phone, I have their names listed as name parentheses hair and name parentheses sister. So just a funny little like thing I thought you guys might like. Whoa.
It is my pleasure.
Dear God. Who got banned? Was it another spam bot? Okay. Three bots? Just all was gone? Man. They're getting desperate. Damn it. Not sure when my last save was. Way back here. Apparently. Okay.
Eva's grace is ready.
Whoa. Okay. I don't have the champion tunic yet, do I? I don't believe so. Whoa. It was like perfect timing for that. Leading it out to a more open area. There we go. What's this? Oh, ancient arrows. Not a remotely worthwhile amount of them, but ancient arrows. That's cool. Alright.
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
Okay. I probably need to take the time to actually, like, upgrade my equipment at some point. Because I'm just getting, like... Yeah, these enemies are doing a lot. It's just so annoying to do that, though. I've never modded my stuff, like my Switch, and I don't know if it would be... Like, I don't know if it'd be dangerous to mod my Switch too. But, like, if any mod exists that, like, that makes it, makes doing that faster, you know, like how it is in, say... What's it called? Immortals? You know what I mean, Ari. Not that kind of mod. I know you mod my stream, ma. What's this? Gold rupee. The writings of Rome, Bosphoramus, Hyrule. Today, as the sun rose and a new day was born, my daughter too joined this sweet world. In keeping with the traditions of the royal family, I have decided to name her Zelda. I am not a man accustomed to frivolous musings, but now seems as good a time as any to begin my royal memorandum. Reports keep arriving regarding the excavation of relics. The fortune teller's predictions seemed to be coming true. Calamity Ganon was not a figure of fable or even of legend. He actually existed in our great land of Hyrule. I mean, fables and legends are based on some truth, so you can at least assume something similar. Or you could assume something existed that eventually got rumored and, you know, fictionalized into the Ganon that we know today. But whatever. We must investigate all the relics, learn as much as we can. Or we must investigate all the relics, learn as much as we can. But understanding the Divine Beast alone will take time. Zelda's eyes lit up like a wildfire when I told her about the relics. I must admit, she has a knack for research. My queen has left this world. Her death was so sudden and unexpected. I awakened most nights unsure if she was really gone. Zelda never cried, never faltered. Not even during the royal funeral or later when she and I were alone with our grief. I must assume her strength is a result of us repeatedly informing her of her duty to be a valiant and steady princess. For a child of merely 6 years of age, her conduct was truly that of a born leader. Her strength gives me hope. From now on, I must raise her all alone. Now only I remain to prepare her for her difficult future as Princess of Hyrule. Zelda finally reported back after her visit to the fountain. It seems her sacred sealing power has still yet to awaken. It has been a year and 3 months since her mother passed. Perhaps she is held back by heartache too deep to heal. If the Ganon prophecy wasn't looming over our heads, I would tell her to take her time, to wait until she is ready. But our situation is dire and leaves no room for weakness, even on behalf of our beloved daughter. My beloved daughter. My heart breaks for Zelda, but I must act as a king, not a father. I must order her to train relentlessly at the fountain. I was told Zelda went off to research ancient technology, so I had no choice but to confront her about it. She claims she was simply using her day off from training to indulge in a bit of research, but still I scolded her. She won't get it through her head, forcing me to tell her the same thing I have been repeating ad nauseum. The reason her sacred power still won't awaken is because she's spending all her efforts playing at being a scholar. In truth, I understand Zelda's feelings, painfully so. She lost her mother, her teacher, before she could learn from her. 10 pointless years of self-training without so much as a book or note to help her find her way. Those in the castle talk behind her back, and I, her only family, scold her for her shortcomings. No wonder she wishes to hide away in her beloved relic research. I'd love nothing more than to console her. But I must stay strong. She must fulfill her duty, just as we all must. Even if she comes to despise me. I've been told my Zelda went to the Spring of Wisdom. This will likely be her last chance. If she is unable to awaken her power at Lanayru, all hope is truly lost. If she comes back without success, then I shall speak kindly with her. Scolding is pointless now. I forced 10 years of training on her, and after all that, it seems her power will stubbornly awaken some other way. Perhaps I should encourage her to keep researching her beloved relics. They may just lead her to answers I can't provide. For now, I sit anxiously, more a father than a king at this moment. I sit and await my daughter's return. Oh. Okay, so the Boulder Breaker is basically like a stronger version of the Stone Smasher, which is I think a stronger version of like the Rock Crusher or something, which I don't have currently, which is a stronger version of the Iron Sledgehammer. You kind of start to notice a pattern in some of these things.
Lovelies.
I'm looking for... I think it might be up there. I'm looking for a certain area that will have a shrine in it that I should be able to use to fast travel directly into the castle and be able to avoid the all the guardians outside going forward. This might be it, actually. I pretty much exclusively come in through that area instead of like actively looking for it outside, so... Or like, I come in from that area as opposed to like trying to go to it from the inside out, so I don't know... I don't remember exactly where it is. Yeah, I think it's over here. Or at least I'm on the right track now. Okay. Oh, Ari, were you there when I was talking about what was happening with my voice acting stuff? Okay. Zelda's research journal. Today I met with Impa of the Sheikah tribe and began my research into the ancient technology in earnest. Impa introduced me to Pura and Robbie, other respected members of her tribe. Tomorrow I embark on an excavation with them. We hope to find ancient tech with which to operate the guidance stones. Today we uncovered some ancient technology that we believe may have the power to control the guidance stone. It is a rectangular object, small enough to be held in my two hands. Sheikah text is featured prominently on it. It is made of an unknown material, but we believe it is the same as the shrines scattered across each kingdom, or each region. Impa proposed that I hold on to it for now. I hope that it leads to some new developments in our research. The stone relic we discovered has been named. We are calling it the Sheikah Slate. We have not found any mention of a name for this object in the records we have unearthed so far. Nevertheless, Pura insisted we call it the Sheikah Slate, as the relic is a slate made by the Sheikah tribe. It feels a bit on the nose to me, but it was not a fight I thought I could win. We did it! We were finally able to restore some functionality to the Sheikah slate. We have discovered that this stone slate is capable of producing images, perfect likenesses of the things you pointed at. Unlike normal pictures drawn by hand, this requires no artist to capture anything in perfect detail. I deeply admire the accomplishments of the Sheikah technology. Still, I know there is more to learn. There must be. We believe the Sheikah slate may have a function that will allow it to control the guidance stone. We must continue our research and quickly. We have started training the divine beasts who will pilot we've started training the champions who will pilot the divine beasts. It may sound rude that I found this unexpected, but Mifa mastered the controls with surprising ease. Daruk struggled at first, but eventually got the hang of it. Urbosa and Rivali both managed just fine as well. I can finally see the light of hope in our fight against the rising calamity. Robbie has restored mobility to many of the guardians we've excavated, but we may have yet to find all of the guardians. Records mention a greater number of them, and even other types. They are said to be stored in 5 giant columns that rest beneath Hyrule Castle. Thing is, no matter how I search beneath the castle, I can't seem to locate these columns. They must be very deep. Were they perhaps designed to sense the appearance of Calamity Ganon and to only activate upon his return? Countless ancient structures are being discovered across Hyrule, but all attempts to enter them have failed. Records indicate that these are facilities designed to train the hero who is fated to combat the calamity. But the crucial activation mechanism remains a mystery. Is the Sheikah slate the key to activating them? That is Pura's theory, and I concur. And yet, my experiments so far have been fruitless. Still, we must exhaustively investigate all means of opposing the calamity. We must not give up, no matter what. I spoke with Pura about the Shrine of Resurrection we discovered earlier. As we speculated, this particular shrine is, in fact, a medical facility with the power to heal. It has a long-term stasis function that can be activated and maintained until healing is complete. In the war against Calamity 10,000 years ago, were the injuries so great as to necessitate such a facility? If so, I will remain uneasy until we have made all adjustments necessary to restore it to full working order. I can only pray that even if Calamity Ganon returns, our battle will not require the Shrine of Resurrection's power. So much for that. So yeah, this was, I guess you could call it Zelda's, like, little workshop or whatever. Elf's little workshop? Okay. I said Zelda's workshop. There we go. And the Edge of Duality. Which is a very, like... I feel like Edge of Duality is a very try-hard name for a weapon, no matter the context. And here we have Zelda's Diary. After meeting with the champions, I left to research the ancient technology, but nothing of note came of my research. The return of Ganon looms, a dark force taunting us from afar. I must learn all I can about the relics so we can stop him. If the fortune teller's prophecy is to be believed, There isn't much time left. But turning over these thoughts in my head puts me ill at ease. I suppose I should turn in for the night. P.S. Tomorrow my father is assigning him to be as my appointed knight. I set out for Goron City today to make some adjustments to Divine Beast Farudania. I still recall feeling his eyes on me as I walked ahead. The feeling stayed with me for so long. I grew anxious and weary. It is the same feeling I've felt before in his company, and still not a word passes his lips. I never know what he's thinking. It makes my imagination run wild, guessing at what he is thinking but will not say. What does the boy chosen by the sword that seals the darkness think of me? Will I ever truly know? Then, I suppose it's simple. A daughter of Hyrule's royal family, yet unable to use sealing magic. He must despise me. I said something awful to him today. My research was going nowhere. I was feeling depressed, and I had told him repeatedly not to accompany me. But he did anyway, as he always does, and so I yelled at him without restraint. He seemed confused by my anger. I feel terribly guilty, and that guilt only makes me more agitated than I was before. I am unsure how to put today's events into words. Words so often evade me lately, and now more than ever. He saved my life. Without a thought for his own life, he protected me from the ruthless blades of the Yiga clan. Though I've been cold to him all this time, taking my selfish and childish anger out on him at every turn. Still, he was there for me. I won't ever forget that. Tomorrow I shall apologize for all that has transpired between us. And then I will try talking to him. To Link. It's worth a shot. Bit by bit, I've gotten Link to open up to me. It turns out he's quite a glutton. He can't resist a delicious meal. When I finally got around to asking him why he's so quiet all the time, I could tell it was difficult for him to say, but he did. With so much at stake and so many eyes upon him, he feels it necessary to stay strong and to silently bear any burden. A feeling I know all too well. For him, it has caused him to stop outwardly expressing his thoughts and feelings. I always believed him to be simply a gifted person who never faced a day of hardship. How wrong I was. Everyone has struggles that go unseen by the world. I was so absorbed with my own problems I failed to see his. I wish to talk with him more and to see what lies beneath those calm waters, to hear him speak freely and openly. And perhaps I too will be able to bare my soul to him and share the demons that have plagued me all these years. Father scolded me again today. He told me I am to have nothing more to do with researching ancient technology. He insisted that I focus instead on training that will help me awaken my sealing magic. I was so frustrated and ashamed I could not even speak. I've been training since I was a child, and yet Mother passed the year before my training was to begin. In losing her, I lost not just a mother, but a teacher. Mother used to smile and tell me, "Zelda, my love, all will be well in the end. You can do anything." But she was wrong. No matter how I try or how much time passes, the sealing power that is my birthright evades me. Tomorrow I journey with Link to the Spring of Power to train. I'm getting bored, honestly. I'm sorry, I tried. But I'm really just getting so fucking bored. We got past the part that I actually like about that bit, which is like the explanation for why Link doesn't talk in this game. It presumably could act as an explanation for his silence in all the games, but I don't know. Ugh. Okay.
Drink up, lovelies.
Alright. There's just one more thing I'm trying to do before I leave this place. Because I'm not going to fight Ganon yet. There's still one more Divine Beast. Okay. But anyway, Ari, what I was talking about before, you know how I've been like doing like minor voice acting stuff for Armor Break Studios? Where they keep casting me as female characters. Well, the other day, Gear Mesher approached me, asking me, like, what takes he thought I should use for the Has-Been pilot for some of my Spanish lines, because he doesn't speak Spanish, so he doesn't know what takes are good and what aren't. I listened to the audio, which was the first time I think it was the first time I'd heard it since I'd been, since I recorded it, by the way. And I just told him, like, I don't like any of these. These all sound awful. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure Osmoli was with me, directing me when I recorded them, and she thought it was fine, so I don't know. But, oh, I'm back here. There's one particular area I'm looking for that I just can't find. Yeah, Osmoli. Osmoli Beelzebub. You've interacted with her before. She tunes into my streams sometimes. Not recently, but sometimes. What am I looking for here? I think it's I think I found it. Gabo, yes. But anyway. So what I was saying is I listened to the recordings and I was like, God, I don't like any of these at all. And so I asked him if I could re-record them, and he was like, yeah, sure, of course. So I went ahead and did that, and I thought I wasn't making much progress. I thought I wasn't making much progress with, like, my voice training, my voice acting, whatever. Because, to be completely honest, I don't get a lot of opportunities to do it. It doesn't feel right to be talking in the higher pitched voice very often. So I recorded the lines and originally I just did like originally I just did like a slightly higher pitch but mostly still pretty pretty masculine voice. So I gave it what I could and tried to do a more feminine voice, but I also just recorded a few takes with a more masculine voice as well. And he told me that he liked my. He told me that the femme voice sounded really good, but it sounded so different that it ended up making it sound like two different actors were playing the character. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh shit, seriously? And he said like we could use it, but it would probably cause people to question like, is it is the character being played by two different people or something. So like he asked me if I would want to like re-record my lines, like all of them to match the new voice. And I haven't decided yet, but I thought you might find that fun to know. I mentioned it earlier in the stream when Mem was here, but I wasn't sure if you were there for that or not, so I'm saying it again. There's a lot of like good resources hiding around here if you're willing to come here, but it's also probably the most dangerous singular area in the game, so makes sense they'd have to make it worth your while. Okay, I think it's there that I'm looking for. As far as I know, inside of this entire place, there's only one shrine. So I really want to activate that so I can just fast travel directly in here next time. Let's see, is it, No, this isn't it. Oh, could it be here? No. Oh, but there's a couple chests here. Or there's one chest here. Hmm. Okay. Oh, hey, din roll scale. Have I shown off the dragons yet? I think I might have shown off the yellow one, just by virtue of it having been around when I happened to be near its, like, path or whatever. But I don't think I've gone out of my way to show it off fully. Here we are. The docks. Yeah. All right. Finally here. Ah, screw it, I'll just fight him. Whatever. Am I gonna enjoy the acting for the goblin? Mia, I've already enjoyed like acting for her on like her streams and stuff. Or was that you saying I'm gonna enjoy it? What the? There we go. That was annoying. Whatever. Okay. That one's still alive, but I don't think he cares. Local ugliness. Yeah, those like spam bots have to be getting desperate at this point or something, because that's like, if what you said is true, and yeah, that'll be the 5th one today. If what you said was true earlier, because there was one earlier while I was actively here, like, you know, doing the stream. Then apparently 3 more while I was gone, and then here's another one. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, here's the shrine that I was talking about. If you activate this, you effectively unlock a fast travel point directly inside the castle. And boy, are you gonna want it. Oh, another test of strength. This was either minor or modest. Oh, another major? I swear I remember there only being like 5 of these, and I thought I did them all. Why is there another major? Oh, I'm not gonna complain. There's you get good equipment for these, so whatever.
Drink up, lovelies.
Just did. There we go. Yeah, I swear I don't remember this one being a major, but whatever. Okay. God. There we go. Sheesh. Literally the hard part of that was just getting the freaking thing to work. The paraglider thingy, whatever it's called. There we go. Let's see here. Are there any weapons I could get rid of? I guess I really don't need the iron sledgehammer or the drill shaft. Yes, I just really want these ancient weapons, because the ancient weapons are really good. Don't need it. Okay. And that's another heart container, effectively. What the? I thought I heard like a fire sound effect, but nope. Or like a sudden combustion sound effect, I should specify. But I guess not. Okay. I wonder if I should do the Labyrinth Island before ending stream tonight. I'm not sure. Oh, I haven't done this. There's a lot I could potentially do. at this point. Especially since I've done everything I care to do for right now in Hyrule Castle. I think there might be another shrine here, but I'm not going to worry about that. Or maybe it's over here. No, I think it's here. Oh, funny story. I may have told this story in an earlier stream. I don't remember, but when I played this game for the first time, I saw Minchi Woods here, and I guess I was being dyslexic because I read it as Minish Woods, and I read it as Minish Woods, and I tried to like book it over here as fast as I could because I thought that the Minish were going to be here, but they're not. Apparently in development, there's like I think there's like old footage or something, or like production screenshots or something that show that there was going to be like a race of like miniature people similar to the Minish in this game, but they cut it, so it didn't make it into the final version. Okay. Part of me wants to kind of work on Terrytown a little bit, actually. You know, it's funny because I think in Tears of the Kingdom, this same rock, obviously the same rock formation and the same rock appear here, but the Korok isn't here in Tears of the Kingdom. So when I last played Tears of the Kingdom, I think that I went to that like rock formation, picked up that rock expecting the Korok to be there, and then it wasn't, and I was really confused. Alright. There should be a wood cutting axe around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, this place's like main export is wood, so if you ever need a bunch of wood, this is a good place to get it. Yeah, you could literally just like steal all their shit, because I mean, Link's constantly soloing some of the toughest monsters this world has to offer. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do to us? And I think they know that. Let's see, how much wood is that? That is 30 pieces of wood. I forget how much I need for Terrytown. I think it's like 10. I think it's like 10 more for each, like, stage of Terrytown. So, 10, Plus 20 is 30. Plus, plus another... I think it's 10, then 20, then 30, then 40. Which comes out to like 100 pieces of wood. So I don't think I'll be able to get all of that from here, but a good amount. Whoa. Something like the ancient axe would probably work better for this, but I just don't want to use up its durability because that one is more meant to be that one's a weapon that that can double as a tool, while this one's a tool that can double as a weapon. Alright. Now let's see if anybody over here has any, like, wood for sale or anything. Probably not, but worth a shot. Okay. Where's Beetle? He should be here somewhere. Whoa. Also, I believe this is one of the only stables in the game that doesn't have a shrine, like, right next to it, because there's a shrine right over here in Rito Village, so I guess they felt like it might have been a little redundant. I don't know. Or maybe there is a shrine and I'm just stupid. I don't know. Well, I know there is one in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think there is one in this game. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. There we go.
Drink up, lovelies.
Okay. Okay. Did you ever finish making dinner, Ari? I know it was like 3 hours ago, so probably, but figured I'd ask. Okay. That's good.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Huh. I just scratched my back. Cloudy. Got the Royal Guard Claymore looks so cool. And like I think the apart from like the outfit, I think the Royal Guard like equipment is like the peak in this game. That isn't, you know, Hylian Shield Master Sword. Am I holding up, Ari? Okay. I might try to... Oh. I might try to see if I can get the, if I can get up to Vom Meadow and get that ready for next time. No, this place looks nasty. Well, not even Dura carrots. If you give even the slightest fuck about actually taming horses and stuff in this game, Endura carrots are going to be your best friend. And this looks like it looks like this might be like a decently replenishable place to find them. So got that going for it. Okay. About 45 minutes left to stream. Quiet tonight, huh? Maglatan. All right. Okay. God forbid you show up here without arrows, because then I think you just wouldn't be able to do that part at all. I mean, I guess if you have the Master Sword, you could use a sword beam. Because I don't think I've shown this off yet, actually, but yeah, if you have the Master Sword and you're at max health, you can do this, and that does count. That is usable as a projectile to cut ropes and stuff. Not useless, but I'd hardly call it super useful, honestly. I half the time forget I have it. No. Bad. There we go. Whoa. You can go ahead and clip that if you want. That was funny. Whoa. Are there any bows I can get rid of? This one's about to break. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of it. Misclicked, I guess. Whoa. Ow. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm not wasting either of our time with that. There we go. That's what I love about this game. It gives you the freedom to just say, yeah, fuck the puzzle, I'm doing this my way. I like when games do that. Oh, hey. I completed 69 shrines. Okay. One thing I figured out a long time ago is that when you, whoa. Why is it cold? Okay. All right. Thunderstorm's over. Yeah, I guess this place just barely counts as high enough to qualify as cold. Wild. Did I do the Thunder Plains? Thunder Plateau, yeah. I did. Okay. Hmm. Gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna call it early tonight. Hey Panda, welcome back. So I think I'm gonna do this last thing, and then I'll call it a stream. Because I don't believe I've done this yet, and yeah, no, I haven't, and oh boy, is it a doozy.
Drink up, lovelies.
Okay. Okay. You can already kind of see it up there, what I'm heading towards. You're hanging with Wolfie? That's good. And that's a Knight's Claymore. They're not very good. Oh my god. I love how when you destroy the head, like if the body is like in an animation of like reattaching an arm or something, it just continues through the animation until it ends and then it just falls apart. It's like really funny. Okay, that one was actually an ice Lizalfos. Actually, depending on how long this goes, I might end up having to... it might actually end up taking the rest of the stream. I don't know. We'll see. You have done well to find your way to this hot spring. You have... or to this spring. You have overcome numerous trials and obtained the spirit orbs. The one you see before you is an attendant to the Spring of Wisdom. This is Nadra, the blue spirit of the Nehru. This servant of the goddess has looked over the spirits of this land for ages, unknown to the world of man. However, the dreaded malice unleashed by Calamity Ganon has possessed its body and reduced it to this state. You who have received the spirit orbs, free Nadra from this malice. Show what your power can achieve. This is the only time this happens, by the way. Like, you don't do this for either of the other dragons, it's just this one. I feel like they really should be launching me higher. I remember when I did this the first time. It was the first time I'd ever experienced the whole, like, updraft mechanic. And it just seems so cool. Actually, was this the first time I experienced the updraft mechanic? I don't remember. And yeah, I think you have like either infinite or near infinite stamina for this. Yeah, that's one of those depth perceptions screwing me over deals. And you can't just try to like you can't try to like rapid shot them. Whoa. Because I think it wants them to be in certain spots on in the world before it'll let you take the shots. That's got what is there we go. And yeah, I believe you just get teleported back to the top of the mountain anyway, so no harm, no foul. And much like Shadow Lugia to regular Lugia, I feel like this appearance shift is a downgrade. It looked so much cooler before, with like the purplish black scales and like the purple crystals. Thanks to your efforts, Nature, the spirit of Mount Lanayru, has been freed from the grips of an evil power. But a single ceremony remains. Now, loose your arrow through the body of Nadra to free the spirit of this region. I don't believe it matters where you attack it. It'll always drop the same thing this time. That is the spirit Nadra's scale. It fell when your arrow struck. You can get different materials from them depending on where you shoot them. But I think for this specific event, no matter where you shoot it, it'll always drop a scale. It serves as proof of the courage you received from the one who served the spring since ancient times. Come. Offer a scale from the blue spirit Nadra to the spring of wisdom. And, yeah, one thing you might remember... One thing that you might have noticed before was, you hear, like, the dragon, like, theme that's playing right now. The very, like, sort of... I guess you could say the very sort of the Eastern-inspired. Like, mandolins and all that stuff. On the way up here, when the dragon was still corrupted, you could kind of hear that this theme, it was playing, but it was like distorted. It was like corrupted. It didn't sound correct. It's a very neat attention to detail that I've never really, I don't think I've ever taken the time to notice until now. And yeah, you literally just have to drop the scale in here. This will probably be the last thing I do, and then I'll end stream. That event did give me a little bit of a second win, but not enough, honestly. And the scale disappears when you drop it into the water for these. There's 3 of these, but that whole free the dragon from like the malice or whatever, like that only happens once. I would have liked for it to happen for all 3 dragons, but I feel like they figured it would probably get repetitive if they did that, so I can understand why they didn't. I would have liked it, but I understand why they didn't. Oh, and it's just a blessings shrine, so we're good. I forget what the rewards for these are, actually. Jitan Sami. Nothing special. Okay. Like the rewards for the labyrinths are the pieces of the berserker equipment, which is really fucking good, by the way. Defensively, it's not much of anything, but offensively, it's fantastic. It gives you like, it increases your attack damage, which is like by quite a bit too, and I believe it's only gets better if you upgrade it. It's like it's good shit. It is really good shit. Alright, while the ad break is going on, I'll offer up some spirit orbs to this statue. And get another heart container. Oh, sir. Anything up there? These, like, ice crystal things, whatever these are, will never melt, no matter what weapons you have equipped or anything. Like, I'm up here with like a fire greatsword, and nothing's happening. So I guess they're like magic ice or something. Okay, so this... There's nothing here. I mean, this was honestly, realistically... Realistically, this was probably just like a spot for the dragon to be resting on or something, but it is kind of odd that they didn't put like a Korok or anything up there. Anyway. Let's head back to Hateno and start wrapping it up. Okay, I think I know who I'm gonna raid out to. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to go back to my house first and end things off there. Not gonna buy anything. Or maybe I'll buy the stuff off stream. Because, like, there's furniture and stuff you can buy for your house. And Bolson's right here, he'll sell it to you. But, I'll probably do that off stream because I just really don't feel like dealing with it on stream. But, anyway, yeah. It's a little early, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. Because I'm just not feeling it. Okay. Let me double check something. What? What happened? Oh. Okay. Sorry, just checking to make sure I don't raid out to somebody who's about to like Okay. Was just making sure I wasn't gonna like raid out to somebody who was immediately ending stream or something. I remember Yui Karao did that one time, and from what I could tell, she was pissed. But anyway, gonna go ahead and start the raid, and while that's setting up, thank you all so much for tuning in, whether you were here for the long haul or just whether you're here for the long haul or just, you know, tuned in, said hi, and left, whatever the case may have been. If you're watching the VOD afterward, because I know some people do that, I appreciate that as well. If you watch it on YouTube, you know, thanks for, you know, putting up with my nonsense. I will be back on Monday with more Pokemon Legends ZA. As I tend to say, and then not deliver, I might possibly do some smaller streams, like sometime during the week. I'm not sure what they would be. Maybe just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, you know, just something smaller. You know, maybe try to boost like engagement or something a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't. Knowing me, I probably won't, but we'll see. But yeah. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night or day or whatever time it is for you, and take care.